Hello, the document that we're going to review is what you need to know. This is just a basic information for new hires. This is also printed out and you will have a copy of this as well. I'll also send you a copy of it via band so that you can click on the links for the information that you need. So the first thing is that we have team meetings once a month. Those take place in the office or you can utilize Zoom. We also utilize Dropbox. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that, but what we do there is our timesheets. So currently what we do is we go to the Dropbox, which is installed in all of the computers in all of the houses, also in the computers at the office. So you can certainly drop into the office and fill out your timesheet, or you can fill them out after your shift. It is preferable that you fill out timesheets right after your shift so that you don't forget the hours that you currently worked. So this is just a step-by-step. I'm not going to go through this too much because I have a video for you guys to watch in regards to timesheets, but this is a step-by-step of what you would do in order to access it in the Dropbox. You would go to staff, you go to the folder with your name on it, you fill out your timesheet and your mileage on the same form. So with that being said, we do reimburse mileage every 2 weeks instead of every week. There'll be a better training, a longer training in regards to timesheets and mileage shortly. As far as notes, so every time you do a shift with somebody, you are required to do a case note. With that being said, we have tried to simplify this as much as possible. So this is the master jot form. Go into it right now. So this is a form that we've created to make it simple for you guys. For example, if you're working with this gentleman, so these are the services that we provide. So we have supported living, respite care, life sharing, in-home and community supports. So let's say you're working with, let's say you're working with Brittany. So you're going to go into this job form. So it's as simple as taking that form, clicking on it, and it opens it up. You can do this on your cell phone. This form is saved to Band, so you can just click on it. Some of the folks in the houses, they know how to save it to your phone. I do not know how to do that, so you can ask them when you do your shadow shifts how to do that. So you go into this form and you hit direct care. Once you hit direct care, you're going to select the day, select the hour. It's quite simple. And then you're going to do that for anything that has a star on it. You cannot submit the form without that star. So then it said, did Brittany shower? So it's as simple as clicking yes. If she did, you say you gave her 2 verbal prompts, 3 verbal prompts, and then you just follow the directions and you fill one of these out. Did Brittany brush her teeth? So if you put yes, it's going to also have some prompts. If you put no, it doesn't have any prompts. So it's just basic information. Then this is just some suggested things that we want you to talk about, like bathing, grooming, dental, and you would just type here. I'm not going to go into detail of what it is we're looking for in the notes because Morgan will do that in a little bit. So these are all the questions that we would be asking you. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put your name, your title, which is DSP, and then you'll sign it with your finger on your phone. You can also fill out these notes at the houses, the last 15 minutes of your shift. And then you would hit submit, and then you would submit your note, and then we would be able to see them. So that's the basic jot form. So we do jot form for just about everything. So this is just the people that we're supporting. And then if you go down and you scroll down, there's some administrative forms. One form is availability. The other thing is requesting time off. Let's go into that very quick. So let's say you're Adam, okay? So your name will be there, or your name might not be there, and you would just put not listed, and then you can type your name. You put your email address, if you're full-time or part-time, and then you're going to put the dates that you are requesting off. However, we do require that you submit your time off within 3 weeks. So if you go to submit it and it does not submit, then you're going to need to talk to Angie, because that means that you're not giving us 3 weeks notice. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get approved. It just means that you have to discuss it with Angie, because we have to see how many people we have that requested off during that time in order to accommodate your request. And then you're going to put any notes here, things like that, and then you'll sign it, and then you will submit. So it's pretty simple. And then let's just go back to, okay, so we go back to here. We also have, let's see, ISP review signature page. So every time you review an ISP, which is an individual support plan for the people that you support, you'll be doing this on everybody that you support. You're going to fill out one of these forms, or a BSP, which is a behavior support plan. So that's just as simple as this. And these are, and you'll just put the person's name, and then you'll put your name, and you're just saying that you've reviewed it. Okay, so that's the basic JOT form. There is also a training recording form. So should you take a training with another agency or with another job or something like that, you can submit one of these with the name of the training, the date, the hours that you took, that the training took, and then a brief description of the training. And then I can give you some hours for that training. Okay, so back to this. So that's the basic JOT form. Okay, so like I said, Morgan's going to go into case notes just a little bit more in a different video. The other thing is calling off. When you're calling off, you must not text. And you should either call the respite coordinator or the designated coordinator. It might be the community coordinator, and call off to them so that they can assist you with some suggestions on how to cover your shift. Or if it's during on-call hours, you're also going to utilize the on-call service. I am going to change this. The phone number just changed, and we'll program this into your phone today. Requesting off, again, I just showed you the JOT form for that. So that's right here, and here's the explanation of that. Like I said, this is just a simple cheat sheet for you. Band, by the end of today, or your first day shadowing, I'm going to invite you to our band. So band looks a little bit like, well, it doesn't look a little bit, this is band. So this is what band looks like. It kind of looks like a Facebook. So what we do is we post different things. Like, for example, there was a flood at Norway. So we posted some information about that and what staff is going to be doing and things like that, and where people are. Then also you can do private chats here and speak with people. So that's our basic band. There's also a calendar, so you can also utilize the calendar to determine who's on call or who you're going to be working with during the day, and if they have anything on their schedule. The other thing is if you notice this 10 plus here, this is a really good tool here where all of the schedules are pinned up here, and also some important information is pinned up here as well. So this will always be there. For example, some events that are coming up, and then also, for example, that master JOT form that I just showed you. So that's this form. See, that master JOT form is pinned right there, so you can just click on it and go there. Like I said, the most recent schedules are up here. So this is the schedule for 9/6 to 9/12, and you can access those there. Additionally, there's posts about the schedules, and those can be really helpful for you guys because you can tell who's picked up shifts and who hasn't. So let's just see. I know that Michelle just posted. I swear she just posted something about, okay, well, they'll post the schedule on here and then you'll see the conversations. The other thing that you'll see too is, for example, Angie did an invite to a Zoom meeting for somebody's team meeting. So you'll see that, and then you would just click on this link and it would take you right to Zoom. So band has been pretty helpful. So, so that's our band and that's what we use. So I'll explain that to you a little bit more when I invite you to it. Additionally, 10 p.m., we try to stop all band posts. It gets a little, everybody has alerts on their phones and things like that. So it can be really cumbersome when we do that. So we try to, when we have messages come in around no later than 10 p.m. BSPs and ISPs, just like I was saying, those BSPs and ISPs are in the Dropbox. Again, just like above, this is a step-by-step where to find people's BSPs and ISPs. So you go into Dropbox, you go to services, and then you just follow these directions and it'll take you to people's ISPs. Typically, we do send you the ISPs. So for example, when you're shadowing, we'll send you an ISP. If there's an update to an ISP, the coordinator will post it to band and they'll post one of these sign-offs as well. So you'll typically just get them that way. This is just some information for you so that you have some addresses and phone numbers and fax numbers and things like that. Then this is for your knowledge. This is the training and your shadowing schedule. So your first day, of course, is today. And after today, you are going to be expected to start off taking these trainings. These are all JOT forms again. The first two things are the most important, the emergency contact, and that's just in case something happens to you. And then the other one is fire safety. You do have to do this prior to working any shifts. And if you look, fire safety actually has a video in it. So it just has two videos in it. One is for fire safety, one is for OSHA. And you're just going to press play and then you'll watch the video. And when you're done with the video, and I believe this one is a PowerPoint, you'll put your name here, you'll put the date, and then you'll sign and you'll submit. Very simple. Okay, so that's that training. And then you'll just go through these: driver safety, mandated reporting, and individual rights. Those are the trainings that I would like for you to take prior to starting at one of the houses, starting your shadow shifts. With that being said, you should be putting today on your timesheet along with these as non-billable hours. We'll talk about that more when we go over your timesheet. Shadow shifts, we're going to talk about those today, and we're going to come up with some shadow shifts. Typically, we do 3 in the community, and sometimes that depends on the level of people's knowledge and their comfort level. So if you are feeling like you need more shadow shifts, then we're more than happy to accommodate that. We can certainly work with that. So we just need you to communicate with us. Okay. Some other trainings that you should be doing within your second week is 6100 training. It's also a JOT form. Fatal 5, which is again another JOT form, and then medication administration training. I'll be talking about that in another slide, but this is the link to that. CPR and first aid training. If you are not certified currently, we do have a trainer. I generally know who is certified and who is not, so I will contact Natalie and she can set you up with the training. This is just another cheat sheet. Like I said, this document's really here just to assist you in making decisions and things like that. So this is just kind of explaining if you're working in respite and you need to get in touch with somebody. Michelle is the coordinator of Shasta, Sade is the coordinator of Norway, and Megan is the coordinator of Eric. If you can't get in touch with them, you would call me. If you can't get in touch with me, you would call Kim, Angie, or Becky. And then if you can't get in touch with any of us, you would call on-call. The same thing with the community. Community would speak with Cheryl, and soon we'll have another person as well. Then we have Angie. You would go to Angie, or you would come to myself, Kim, or Becky, or call on-call. Incident management, you would go to Angie, and then you would go to Becky, then you would go to Kim, and then you would go to myself. These are just some kind of like cheats for you to see like why you would call in regards to an incident. Obviously, if there's a fire in one of the house, or if you've called 911, or if somebody's going to the hospital, or an emergency room visit, or things like that, or if there's a serious injury, you'd be calling 911. So, and then this is again, another cheat sheet for you guys. It has all of our names here. It has what we do. So, for example, Becky is the service director. She oversees life sharing. She's a certified investigator and she supervises the program specialist. So it kind of just goes over that with you and it gives you each one of their phone numbers. And this is also, like I said, this document is provided in your folder and I can send it to you via band. If you have any questions, I'm going to answer those now, okay? Have a nice day.